Xbox are losing me, man. They're fucking losing me. Alright, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We here recording live from the mothership. RainKeroseneyt. Go ahead and drop a like for this one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Today, I want to talk to y'all about Xbox. That's what I want to talk about because I done watched the Summer Game Fest. I don't know if something must be on today. I'm gonna watch whatever it is, but Xbox just had their showcase last night. And I ain't even here for me no more. I want to know what y'all think about Xbox at this point. I want to know the wider opinion on Xbox. I want to know what everybody thought about their show last night, because I can't help but feel that Xbox are giving up. I feel like Xbox are giving up when it comes to competing with Sony. And I ain't even talking about a financial aspect, because look, I'm sure I don't even know. Bear in mind, I don't even know how things are going in terms of, like, I don't know any numbers. Maybe for all I know, Xbox is outselling the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure that ain't the case, but I don't know. So I ain't even talking about competing in terms of sales. I'm sure they're doing just fine. And Microsoft, and look, Game Pass, I ain't even gonna front. Game Pass is incredible. And Game Pass is so good, I don't even understand the logistics of it. Financially, I don't understand how a company can do something like this and still make money. Game Pass is new games, brand new, AAA titles at times, going straight to Game Pass. It's amazing. So props to Xbox for Game Pass. However, if having Game Pass and getting these games for free, or for free, we're still paying subscription, but getting these games for free means that we're gonna get weaker games, keep it. I don't want it. I feel, look, after watching their show, to me that was completely quantity over quality. There was not one game in that show that made me scoot to the edge of my seat with excitement. Not one game. Like, look, and I ain't even gonna look, it wasn't a bad show by any means. Sure as hell wasn't a good show. Sure as hell wasn't a good show. It was 2 hours of nothing. They showed a whole lot of nothing in that show. And that, of course, this is my opinion, and that's why I want y'all to come out in the comment section. I want you to let me know how y'all feel, because I'm kind of getting the feeling that Xbox are trying to go down this Nintendo route. That's how I'm starting to feel. And what I mean by that is, like, Nintendo have their base. They have their fan base, and they stick the fuck to it. Like, we're making these party games for the niggas who want to play Mario Kart. We're making the Smash Bros. And we're making Metroid and shit. Right? They don't give a fuck about, like, you know, about making, I mean, don't get me wrong, Nintendo making banging games sometimes, right? You know, very few and far between if you ask me, but they still got games like, Nintendo still got way better games than Xbox. Breath of the Wild and all that shit. But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like Xbox are really trying to shift from this competition of Xbox versus PlayStation, and I feel like they're really just trying to sit on this Game Pass and say, hey, well, hey, we're giving games for free. You know, I don't know how to... Am I making sense? Because what I'm saying, like, I'm watching that show, and there was some games, like I said, there was some games that look cool. A Plague Tale 2, hey, look, a Plague Tale 2, y'all already know. Y'all saw me play Plague Tale on the channel when it dropped, and y'all already know I love that game. Like, I love that game. So I'm hyped for Plague Tale 2, I won't lie to you. But we already seen that. We already knew that was coming. Right? So that was it. That was it for me. There are a few other games that caught my eye. Even the games that caught my eye, I don't even remember the names of, because they were just so whatever, right? And here's the thing. A lot of these games they showed, I mean, without going too deep, there are a lot of mediocre games, right? Again, they definitely chose quantity over quality. A lot of mediocre games. A lot of these games that they showed, I would not play if they weren't on Game Pass. And that's what I mean when I say if having Game Pass means we're getting weaker games, you could keep it. Because if these games weren't on Game Pass, I would not buy them. I remember, I ain't buying these games for £70. Give me quality. Like, you know the feeling when you watch the PlayStation State of Play and they announced God of War and they announced Wolverine? That feeling has never been seen in these Xbox showcases. Like, I ain't gonna drag Xbox because I appreciate they had some big showings, right? Not for me, but Overwatch 2 I can appreciate. That's a big game, right? Even though, we already knew that was coming, but still, Overwatch 2, pretty big. They announced League of Legends coming to Xbox. That's a whole different story. I would like Xbox to make their own games rather than just, but still, I can appreciate that. But outside of all of that, I'm still sitting here feeling like, where are the games that are gonna push gaming to the next? Like, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm essentially getting at. I don't feel like Xbox care about the quality of their games so much anymore. I don't feel like they care about being able to say, hey, well, we got the best games. You like, bro, PlayStation out here releasing games. Like, every time I sit down to play Horizon, man, I'm in awe. Like, this game is beautiful. This game is insane. When are Xbox gonna drop? And this is the thing, like, I have no problem with these indie titles. I have no problem with whatever you call all these games, but they can't all, you can make indie games. You can't make just indie games, bro. Like, and it's crazy because it's like people say this on the other side, like, oh, not every game has to be a AAA realistic single player experience. Not every game does. I'm not saying that. Not every game has to be God of War. Not every game has to go realistic. I like every now and again a game with a nice, distinct art style. But guess what? Every game they showed in that show, it damn near looked the same at this point. It's like all these games are going for this same art style. Don't even get me started on Bethesda, bro. I considered myself somewhat of a Bethesda, I wouldn't say fan, but I respected Bethesda. I'm a big fan of the Dishonored games. Evil Within games, I love them. So I always was like, Bethesda, you know what? We cool. But my God, can y'all do nothing else? It's like every Bethesda game that comes out is the same game. God damn, bro. But that's something else. We ain't even talking about. I'm talking like, well, that kind of is. It does go hand in hand. It's like these games are all starting to feel the same now, and it's like this is all you're making, Xbox. Can we get some games that push the boundaries of the console? Some games that are gonna make my jaw drop. I don't know. Like, this is why I want to hear from y'all, because I want to know, is it just me who feels like this? Or are y'all happy? Like, because this is what I'm saying. I feel like Xbox are trying to grab this fan base and if you're part of this fan base, let me know if they're satisfying you. Because Xbox, y'all losing me, man. They're losing me. Because I don't get it no more. Like, y'all ain't even trying. And I feel, look, hey, at least there are games now. I'll say that much, because I genuinely think sometimes the Xbox One may have been the worst console of all time. I genuinely, like, there were no Quantum Break, Sunset Overdrive, Sea of Thieves. Bro, and I'm talking about, like, obviously, I'm sure there were others, like, but like ones that actually come to mind and had any sort of impact on the gaming, like, and that's giving them credit, because those games didn't do nothing for they had no impact. But like, in terms of new IPs that they made that are exclusive, that you could say, hey, get an Xbox. We got, bro, Xbox One has fuck all, bro. Like, at least I can, when you like, you might have an urge or something, you be like, hey man, I'm gonna pull out my Sega Mega Drive, I'm gonna play some Streets of Rage. Or I'm gonna pull out the PS3 and play some Uncharted or something, I don't know. What are you pulling out your Xbox for? Like, the Xbox is not gonna stand the test of any time, bro. The Xbox One, at least, I'm saying. Like, what are you pulling the Xbox One out for? Game Pass? Like, again, Game Pass is great, but Game Pass ain't gonna be that. In 20 years' time, you ain't gonna pull out your Xbox to go on Game Pass, bro. You're gonna pull out your consoles to play specific games. Exclusives, right? Xbox One didn't have shit. So, coming off the back of Xbox One, I mean, anything is better, bro. At least they got games. Half of these games were only launch exclusives, but still. I I had to get this off. I need to know, bro. I need to know how people are feeling. Look, hey, there were some good games that caught my eye. There was one side scroller. I don't remember what it was called, but it looked interesting. He was like up against some ghosts or some shit, some spirits. There was a game with a chick with an axe that kind of gave me like budget God of War vibes, and I mean that in a good way, because the game looked good and I'm interested. A Plague Tale 2, of course. There was some games, like I said, I'm not saying it was a bad show. It wasn't a bad show, but it was not at all a good show. And it was certainly what I needed. Like, I was kind of excited going into the show. There's some, I wanted to see Hellblade. I wanted to see State of Decay 3. There was some shit I wanted to see. I didn't see that. Bro, I feel like the best way I could summarize is by saying, like, if these games weren't on Game Pass, I wouldn't touch them. And that's a problem. Because when I watch a PlayStation State of Play, and bear in mind, like, the last PlayStation State of Play didn't do it for me either. But at least they released some shit. At least they announced, you know, Final Fantasy 16 and Street Fighter 6. That's better than anything we saw on this show, bro. And I'm not even, you know, the Final Fantasy 16 didn't even really do it for me. But when I watched that trailer, though, them graphics were impeccable. You know? That's what I'm saying. I just want Xbox to challenge Sony. Like, what? The biggest thing for me is, what game can Xbox... I pull out a PlayStation case and I wave around God of War. And I say, Sony for life! I say, PlayStation forever! Right? You gonna pull out what for Xbox? What game you gonna pull out to compete with me? I could throw God of War away and pull out Spider-Man. PlayStation for life! What are you gonna pull out? What game is there? Come on, man. Like, and that's the craziest thing, because like right now, PlayStation really don't even have too much coming. From what we know, at least. I mean, you got God of War, you got Spider-Man. If you care about the Last of Us remake, whatever. But the thing with Sony is, you know there's more coming. You know there's more. You know it ain't gonna stop at God of War and Spider-Man. With Xbox, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I just want something to play on my Xbox. You know, I just want a banging exclusive, like, and yeah, I guess my question at the end of the day is, have Xbox given up on competing? Because they can do it, like, yeah, they can. I don't understand why it ain't happening like that. And I understand, like, partly it is a bit biased, because they did show games. They did show games. The only facts we could pull is the fact that they did actually show some games. They showed a lot of games. I'm just saying they weren't of the highest quality, you know? But that's an opinion. That's why I want you to come in and you tell me your opinion. Because I want to know. Because for me, the games that are going to get me to pull my wallet out and say, here's my money, please have it in exchange for your game, Xbox ain't got none of those, bro. So, bro, I'm trying to think of the games that were shown. But, yeah, are Xbox giving up? Do you think that Xbox are going to come with some games that blow us away? Or do you think Xbox are just satisfied with bringing in the Game Pass money? And also, I mean, because here's the thing, Game Pass was never going to be it forever, right? Like, PlayStation got their premium subscription coming now. Do y'all think, how do you think that's going to go? Because, hey, if Xbox ain't on it, right now I feel like Xbox are surviving on the Game Pass thread. And PlayStation got their own thread. I don't know what's going to happen to their Game Pass, bro. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know. I want to chat to some of y'all in the comment section. Let me know if you have a Xbox, if you're an Xbox. Listen, I don't want no console supremacy shit in the section. This ain't console wars. We're too grown for that. There's none of that, bro. There ain't no coming here talking about. I don't want to hear none of that. Just give me your opinion, bro. You happy with what you saw in Xbox? You hoping for more? If so, what? You know what series would you want to see brought back? I mean, I'm kind of over the whole Gears of War and the Halo thing. at this point, but just a new IP. I know how I feel about new IP. I love seeing new games. Like, I hate this old recycle shit, but we're getting another fucking Last of Us remake. Like, with the game, I ain't even gonna, bruh, whatever. If you want to know how I feel about the Last of Us remake, let me know. I could do a whole video on that, but I'm tired of this rehash recycling game shit. I like to see new. Hey, honestly, one of the best parts of that show yesterday was Kojima. That was like, and that wasn't even a game. One of the best part for me was Kojima saying, yo, I'm working on a game with Xbox. Because I know he's going to come with that fire. I know he is. I know, and that's the thing. Like, even the game, I don't even have to fuck with the game to appreciate the game. Like, Death Stranding, I fuck with Death Stranding. But it's not even the fact that it's a good game that I fuck with it. It's the fact that it's just something new and fresh, bro. Like, you have to appreciate that. So yeah, Kojima coming to Xbox, I fuck with that. But all in all, overall, Xbox is just supremely underwhelming for me. They ended with I don't even remember what Starfall something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The game they ended with, and for me, that game was massively disappointing, bro. And it's not even something that I could particularly. It's no mechanic or something. Like, everything looked kind of smooth and shit. But all in all, for me, the game just looked soulless. Soulless is the word. Like, I was watching it with my boy and I couldn't put my finger on it, and it said lifeless. I was thinking, like, soulless is the word that came. Like, it looks like there's no heart, there's no love in this game. It just looks so dead, bro. Like, and again, it's not it's smooth. It looks smooth enough. It looks like there's a lot to do maybe, but it just looks like there's no love in this. There's no life in it. There's no soul or heart in this game. But again, I do recognize that there is an opinion. Might not be shared by others. But that's why I really want to know. I really want to know if there are people out here who are riding for Xbox still, because I just feel like they ain't giving you nothing. They ain't got, like, I got my Xbox here and I ain't played this bitch since I got it. I have. That's cap. But I ain't played an exclusive. I don't think I've played a single Xbox exclusive on this console since I got it. And even most of the time, like even games that are on Game Pass, I don't be playing on the Xbox because I already got the games, bro. Right? Like, I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna ramble. We rambled for the last 5 minutes at least. So we're gonna wrap this one up. I do want to do more of these type of videos where we kind of just talk about news, what's going on in the world of gaming, especially now because your boy is just like, I'm so busy. Sometimes I get back and I'm not trying to play no games, bro. I ain't trying to be all funny. Sometimes I'm not. So I might do some more of these videos. If y'all enjoying it, let me know. If you got any topics you want to hear me talk about, otherwise I'll just pluck them from the gaming universe and we'll chat about that. I'm still waiting for Splinter Cell, bro. I can't wait. Who wants Splinter Cell, bro? But yeah, I'll catch y'all next time, bro. Keep executing at the highest level, no? Peace.